Jamal "Shyne" Barrow, former rapper for Bad Boy Records, has condemned Diddy Combs, claiming that Diddy wrecked his life by making him the scapegoat for the 1999 New York nightclub shooting. In hip-hop, where controversy often accompanies fame, some stories resurface long after their initial headlines. One such case is the 1999 nightclub shooting, involving music mogul Diddy Combs and singer Jennifer Lopez, which affected their careers. Over 2 decades later, the former rapper who took the blame for the shooting is speaking out from behind bars, reigniting controversy in a saga many believed was forgotten. It was December 27, 1999, when a night of celebration at Club New York in Manhattan turned violent. Diddy Combs, then at the height of his career with Bad Boy Records, was dating Jennifer Lopez, who was also on the cusp of superstardom. The two were enjoying a night out at the club, surrounded by friends and fans, when gunfire erupted, injuring 3 people. The shooting would lead to a massive police investigation, intense media scrutiny, and a trial that gripped the entertainment world. The key figure in the shooting was Jamal "Shyne" Barrow, a rising rapper signed to Bad Boy Records, Diddy's label. After a brief altercation inside the club, shots were fired, and witnesses pointed to Shyne as the man holding the gun. Diddy and Lopez quickly became entangled in the legal drama, as questions about their involvement and whether Diddy had any knowledge of the weapon swirled in the media. Shyne, then just 21 years old, was arrested and charged with attempted murder, assault, and reckless endangerment. Diddy was also arrested, facing charges of gun possession, as a gun was found in his vehicle after the shooting. Jennifer Lopez, who was with Diddy in the car at the time, was questioned but released without charges. The trial was a media circus. Prosecutors claimed Diddy had tried to bribe his driver to take the fall for the gun found in his vehicle. Combs and Jones tried to offer the nightclub drivers $50,000 in exchange for him claiming the gun was his when speaking to the police. Diddy's defense argued that he was simply in the wrong place at the wrong time and had no part in the shooting. As for Shyne, his defense team claimed he fired in self-defense after feeling threatened during the altercation. The trial resulted in a mixed outcome. After several weeks, Combs and Jones were acquitted of all charges, while a New York jury convicted Barrow on 5 counts, including criminal possession of a weapon, first-degree assault, and reckless endangerment. However, Barrow was acquitted of attempted murder. Barrow was sentenced and served nearly 9 years for his convictions, yet no one was ever charged or found guilty for the actual shooting. Diddy, meanwhile, was acquitted of all charges, walking away a free man. Jennifer Lopez, though initially caught in the scandal, distanced herself from the situation, and Diddy soon after the trial ended. During the trial against Combs and Shyne released his self-titled debut album, which peaked at number 5 on the Billboard 200. While serving time in prison, he dropped a second album in 2004, Godfather Buried Alive, which climbed to number 3. After his release in 2009, Shyne was deported to his native Belize, where his father, Dean Barrow, was serving as Prime Minister. Following in his father's political footsteps, Shyne was elected to Belize's House of Representatives in 2020. Shyne has expressed a mix of regret and resentment, claiming that Diddy abandoned him during the trial and didn't support him during his time in prison. "I was loyal to him," Shyne said in a 2021 interview. "I took that bullet for him, and he left me to rot in prison." However, the perception that Diddy left Shyne to take the fall has persisted in the hip-hop community. In interviews following his release from prison, Shyne has been careful not to directly accuse Diddy of wrongdoing, but has made it clear that he feels betrayed by his former mentor. "I've moved on from that part of my life, but it's hard to forget how things went down," Shyne said in a 2020 interview. "I did what I thought was right, and I paid the price for it." Jennifer Lopez, who was at the nightclub that night, largely avoided legal repercussions. She began dating Combs in 1999 after he produced her debut album, On the Six, but they split in 2001. Although she has kept mostly quiet about their relationship, she later revealed Combs had been unfaithful. In a July 2000 interview with British Elle, Lopez described the nightclub shooting as a complete nightmare, saying, "I was terrified in the car. I had no idea what was happening. None of us did. I was standing up for him, and then he turned around and brought in witnesses to testify against me," Barrow, still bitter, remarked this week. We must not lose sight of the cold, hard facts, he added, reflecting on the betrayal. This is someone who ruined my life, but do I feel any joy or satisfaction over what he's going through? He said about Combs, who is currently in jail after facing sex trafficking and racketeering charges on Tuesday. Absolutely not. When asked if he knew anything about Combs's infamous freak-offs, where prosecutors allege women were forced to have sex with male prostitutes while Combs masturbated and recorded the sessions, he laughed. "Oh my goodness," he said, still chuckling. "I have no involvement in Sean Combs's personal life. Everything between us was strictly professional." Rubin, one of the victims, has remained firm in her claim that Combs shot her in the face during the incident. She explained that she was facing them when they pulled out their guns and witnessed Combs shoot her in the nose. In 2008, she filed a $130 million lawsuit against him, which was settled in June 2011. "I am the woman he shot in the face in the Club New York shooting on December 27, 1999. I've told everyone this over and over since then. I saw him fire the gun," Rubin stated on social media in February 2024. Rubin was interviewed earlier this week and expressed her willingness to have a doctor remove part of the bullet still lodged in her face if it could help reopen the case against Combs. "Who better to tell you what happened than the person who was shot right between the eyes," she said during the interview. On the other hand, Shyne's story serves as a cautionary tale about loyalty and the steep price of silence. Despite his conviction and years in prison, he has successfully reinvented himself, shifting from a life of crime to one of politics and public service. His choice to speak out now has reignited discussions about the costs of fame and the often overlooked sacrifices associated with success in the music industry. More than 20 years later, the 1999 club shooting remains a controversial chapter in the lives of Diddy, Jennifer Lopez, and Shyne. While the legal battles may be over, the emotional and cultural repercussions continue to ripple through the hip-hop world. Shyne's recent comments reignited interest in the case, raising questions about justice, loyalty, and the true nature of the events that transpired that night. Whether or not the full story will ever be revealed, one thing is clear: the nightclub shooting has left an indelible mark on all those involved. Well, that's a wrap for today. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video and found it engaging, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And if you want to stay updated with more captivating content, hit that red subscribe button and tap the notification bell so you never miss a video from us. Your support means everything.